Back, let's have a look at Boeing. We have talked about this name last time when it was breaking out of this downtrend that we were watching. So I do have this blue line on my screen. This is a yearly chart of this stock. At the moment it's trading right below 200, so and market is still open and it's still early today. So that was the downtrend I was watching, and last time when we covered, this was the breakout right here we were watching. The breakout tested that level, went higher, and that was after they reported earnings. It had pretty good run and then pretty bad sell-off actually. So Boeing, this stock is still in a downtrend, because if you look at this chart, it has been making lower highs, lower lows, and right here that was the excitement last we saw, and then another lower lows. So what to watch from here? So let me switch to a little bit longer time frame. So this is now 2 years, but here every 2 candle. So let me switch to weekly. Actually, it's hard to see here. So let's take a look at this chart. So this is a weekly chart of this stock. So on a weekly chart, you can see this 190, 192, that was the support. That's where it's bouncing off of from. And also to the upside, well, we have a resistance here at 205. So if you look at the 205, that was the support level where it pretty much bounced many times. And of course it did break out as well. So if you can see here, 205 was tested here multiple times and it breached here. Now I'll be watching that level as a resistance, and also this downtrend still as a resistance as well. And if it gets back above, then we have a next supply, which is somewhere at that zone from 220 to all the way 233, I want to say, because this level 230, basically give or take 230, has acted as a support as well after breaking out. So, and also on a daily chart, let's bring up moving averages. What's going on with the moving averages for this stock? If you look at the lines on my screen, well, yellow line represents 50-day simple moving average, purple is at 100-day, and the red line here as a 200-day. So now you can see that this 200-day was acting as a resistance here as well, and stock is below its 50-day, way below. So it needs to get back to these levels before I do consider, even like if you look at this blue line right here, this curling line right here, it's a 20-day simple moving average. So if you are someone who is trying to bottom ticket or who wants to play it to the upside, well, you need to pay attention to 5-day simple moving average, because that will give you the hint whether the stock is about to reverse or is finding a bottom somewhere here. Because if you look at it last time when it got out of this downtrend right here, you can see the moment it got back above 5-day, we had a nice rally, and right here as well. So stayed below 5-day, and then as soon as it got it back above, it acted as a support until it lost that 5-day moving average here at 225, and the rest is history. So if I zoom a little bit in, you can see, well, today 5-day moving average was around 196.50. So if it stays above this level for a couple days, well, that's a good sign to say, hey, I think this is a good spot to pick it up and play it to the upside, maybe possibly all the way till 220. So, but if you're someone who's holding it for a portfolio or is trying to, I mean, there's nothing wrong to, to want to add it to your portfolio, but it's still having a hard time. If you look at the year to date, let's take a look at the yearly chart of the Boeing. So last year, of course, it had pretty big drop, but this year so far, let's measure how much is it down year to date. So, and of course, it's not going to be like precise. It's pretty much approximately about 6.5% year to date. So definitely can close green this year because we have the whole December ahead. So yeah, not too bad if it does close green this year. Last year, of course, it did reverse very nicely because it was down all the way at $100 level. So, and Boeing's market capitalization is $116 billion. So I would rather buy Boeing to my portfolio than adding all those overvalued electrical stocks like EV stocks that don't even produce a car, but they're still worth $100 billion. So versus Boeing, which produces so many, and they have been out there for so long. I mean, I would much rather buy this stock at 200 than, well, just go buy, let's say, Lucid out there, or Rivian, right? There are so many stocks that are like 100 billion market capitalization. I mean, I would rather put the money somewhere here than there. But again, that's not a financial advice. But let's take a look. So far, market is still early. What's going on with the MACD here? And also, well, MACD is to the downside. Well, there's no indication at the moment that we may be reversing here. But what about the option activity? It's still early, but still, let's take a look at the activity. 120,000 actually calls, 60,000 puts. Decent volume, I would say, for Boeing because it doesn't usually get a lot of volume. Let's see what people are betting on. So I'm seeing December 17th, 227.50 calls, 205 calls for December 17th. Next year, $200 calls for January, 250 call for December this year. So there are a lot of calls that are coming in after December 17th. But for December 3rd, there are puts being purchased, I think, or sold 192.50. I'm not sure if these people are selling these puts saying, hey, if Boeing is at 192 this week, yeah, give me some premium now and then I'll buy it at the end of the week if it falls below 192. That could be it. So that's the technicals I'm watching for Boeing basically. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one.